This is an active factor in the store, so you can taste everything and explain it.
Thank you.
Have a nice time.
Thank you.
So this is the first one.
So we are at the Olive Press
Machine
Museum.
ploughshare used for ploughing large areas.
Cody, stop touching.
Is that not large areas tractor?
Stop touching.
Made in England in the 60s by the Fisker Humphreys and Co. Ltd. This looks
This is a grinding stone. The old grindstone is natural stone, which is used nowadays for sharpening different tools and the addition of water.
This one was used in Zakynthos.
The island of Zakynthos is home to a massive amount of olive trees, which are grown locally and sold locally and also exported. The place that we're visiting today gives you a real sense of the rich history of olives on the island. But not only that, it's also a working facility, meaning that the olives that are grown locally by the farmers come to this facility and use it in the harvest season to then produce olive oil. We were lucky enough to have almost like a private tour with the gentleman that you saw at the beginning of this video. And what he did was something which was, massively beneficial for us, because we didn't fully understand, how olive oil was made, and when you heat olive oil, it then produces toxins, and you keep basically destroying the nutrients that are within the olive oil. This facility is as natural as you can get it in terms of the production of olive oil, meaning that they use a cold press system and techniques that stem back all the way down to the ancestors of the island. Shortly you'll see more of this museum, and you'll also get the guided tour from the gentleman at the beginning, who then goes into a significant amount of detail in how olive oil is produced, what modern techniques are, and how heating the olives and the olive oil basically destroys all the nutrients. Everything that comes out of his mouth, listen to, because it's important information, and enjoy. Here's the olive groves in Zante. That's one of the companies. Hey mate, how are you?
Where are you from?
UK.
UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not a slide.
He's been reading all of the things outside.
So I want to ask me which things that you can understand. Okay.
Thank you.
No touching here.
Raxi, if you've got any questions about what the machinery is or any of the items in here, you ask this gentleman.
The process of making olive oil is similar with the old time. We use a hammer machine who crushes the fruits, and after there are centrifugal power machines separation systems to separate the oil from inside. A few things first about the olive oil. Guys, come here.
Do you have different levels?
Right, listen to the gentleman.
Of course, there are a lot of difference between the oils. There is not one. The problem is this, that to your countries you find the oil as it is one. Extra virgin compressed olive oil, no name. The wine, the beers, they have names. The olive oil doesn't have. Why? There are 28 different kinds of olive trees in Greece and 54 in all Mediterranean, different olives. To the markets you never find the olive. You find the acidity, because they mix them. And the olive oil is not a food product like you find it from food companies, sweet, and the same for everything, everywhere. The olive oil is mild, bitter, a lot of burning here when it is fresh. It's a juice, it's a fruit who you can eat it from the tree. And when we press them here, the olives, and we have the pure olive oil at the end in 1 hour and a half, this oil is thick, bitter, spicy, with a very hot burning here and a lot of hot, spicy things to the mouth. After 4-5-6 months, the acidity destroy the burning. We don't know where it's coming from. Only the olive trees, they have it. If you press them, single. If you mix two types of olives, you lose the burning. And everywhere that you eat oil, you don't find the burning flavor here. When are fresh, before we filter it and we store it, after 2-3 months, this burning it goes. And it is a little bit hot, spicy flavor for 2 years. As the oil can be extra virgin, that means extra virgin olive oil. The virginity has to do how healthy are the fruits. If the fruits are healthy, the acidity is low at the end. Acid is something that destroys the oil by the time. The fat chemical thing doesn't have acid inside. The acid is coming from outside things, bacteriums, myceliums, and damages of the fruits. If the farmers take care of them and they bring them here healthy and fresh, the acidity is low and you have maximum 2 years. That means extra virgin olive oil from 0 to 0.8 acidity. Of course, you can have all the time 0.2 acidity. At the harvesting period, we start with the healthy fruits after the summertime. After, you have to protect the trees by pesticides if you want to produce and sweet flavor olive oil from mature fruits. The olives are green in October, black in December, January. 95% of the farmers in the world, they use pesticides and they harvest them when are black. And the oil, it is sweet in the mouth. Hot if it is single malt. If it is sweet also to the neck, it is a mix. And the most of the time not fresh. There are signs that you can understand the good ones. But to your countries, you never find the good ones to the public markets. You find them to the private companies, very expensive, 200 euros, 300 euros. It's a blessing tree. We start to plant them from the ancient years. It is a piece of our culture, a symbol of peace, friendly, and a lot of other things, because it gives us a lot of things to our homes. Not only the juice, a healthy juice, but a food product after, that we cook and fry everything thousands of years, but it must be cold pressed. I'm going to explain you what that means. They say to you, don't use extra virgin olive oil to cook and fry, because they never give it to you by cold pressing method produced. If you heat it here to the first pressing to produce more oil, you destroy the oil. And after, when you use it to cook, it became trans and toxic for us. The olive oil must be cold pressed, and until 200, you can use it without destroying yourself. This is what we are doing. We cook slowly, in low temperature, everything, thousands of years in our homes. To the restaurants, they don't use it because they want fast food. But it's not the healthy way. And all the others that they use, the seed oils, the sunflower oils, the pomace oils, are good because are cheaper, never healthier. You destroy yourself with anything that you eat from the restaurants. We are not professional farmers. We have these trees around our homes, generation of us, thousands of years, and they grown up us. We don't plant them because there are here as so many years that I told you. And the most important to them is that they are changing. If you take these trees to another place, there's going to be another fruit there. This is the reason that there are, to every place that you visit, you find to Greece, Italy, Spain, different fruits, different oil, different quality. But not as extra virgin cold pressed olive oil from Greece, Italy, Spain. These are all blends from a lot of years, places and varieties. Goals to control the temperature. Cold pressing method, they say. 28 degrees is the maximum temperature that we can use without destroy something. And without take the oil from the stones, from the seeds. Inside the seeds there is also oil, but not pure. We write the name outside of the farmers because we don't mix the farmers. Everybody is doing different things. After 40 minutes here, we pass the pulp through this pipe and we choose the first one through this panel and we pass the pulp to the first separation system. This machine, it's a centrifugal power machine. It spins 3,000 times per minute, like the washing machine in your homes. 3,000 times per minute.
Like the washing machine. So think how fast the washing machine goes.
And the dirties are going outside, the things are getting inside. So this machine separates the seeds and the skins from the oil with the water, the strong things from the liquids. And at the end we have this waste who goes to other factories in mainland who they repress it and they produce the seed oils, the second pressing oils. First pressing to the olives, second pressing to the seeds. Already heated to produce them, already trans, cheaper, with no benefits, good for cooking. Why are better to cook with that? I don't know. So, a small part of this waste, we make it pellet. And we warm our houses with this.
Oh.
And the stones of the olives, after we crush them, we dry them outside, and it's a good, cheap, typical biofuel, cheap and ecological.
That's cool. Very cool.
That's good recycling, that, isn't it,
Yeah.
B?
The olive oil now with the water, the olives are fruits. 25% it is the pure olive oil in the body of them, not in the seeds. 55% is water. The rest are the seeds and the skins, who they have also oil, but not pure. The last machine there separate the water from the oil. 5,000 times per minute, centrifugal also power machine. It is the iron because it is This machine purifies the oil. And at then we have the pure olive oil here. Every end of the season, you can put anything you want from the beginning. At then, if it is not oil. So you can put herbs, fruits, we put garlics, lemons, bitter oranges, chili. We mix them together, and at then we have the physical flavor inside to the oil, nothing of the fruit. These four flavors are aromatic oils by physical method produced here. You can have an olive oil and put the skin of a lemon after, and you leave it a few days and you have a lemon flavor olive oil. You are in the first pressing factory, olive oil factory. The flavors, the uses, good for salads, good for bitter salads, good oil with lemon oil, all of them are food products. You destroy the oil, whatever you do to this. Here are the flavors, and here are the plain olive oils, pure. There are two kinds of olives on the island. Koroneiki came before 600 years to this island from mainland. It is the best in Greece variety for oil production and famous. Organic special give us the best oils every year to the world competitions. This is under control farming, the normal, the classical, all the time the same, but protected by pesticides. The organics, they don't produce every year the same because they don't use pesticides and they depend on the year.
Which one's spicy?
This one, the red one.
Which one's spicy?
Which one is the brave one? All of them.
Lovely, that, isn't it? It's a big difference.
I don't like
It's delicious.
You can find difference. To the restaurant, you don't find difference. It's all the time the same oil, sweet and heavy. Here you find natural flavors.
Yeah.
You can understand green or black fruits, fresh or no.
It's beautiful.
Right, are you taking your straw? No. What?
How was your private tour there, babe?
Very interesting.
Hello.
My eyes have truly been opened.
Yeah. It's the olive oil is just
Delicious.
a world of
absolutely
its own, isn't it?
Guys,
like
buy
the-
proper stuff, none of that shit you get in the
I
supermarket.
like the garlic.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you ever get a chance to come to the island, please do visit this place. It's incredible. And we'll see you on the next one.